Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We are in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, verses 54 through 62. Now, after Judas has led the crowd into the Mount of Olives, disturbing Jesus' intense prayer time, they seize him, right? They lead him away. They drag him away. They drag him over to the high priest's palace. It's not just a house. It's a huge building. There's a central courtyard. Jesus is taken inside and Peter is outside in the courtyard. They start up a fire to keep warm in the cool of the night. And a slave girl, one of the lowest positions in the household, right, of anyone there, says, this man was with him. She recognizes Peter. And then someone else says, oh yeah, you're also one of them folks, right? And then finally someone, certainly this fellow, this man was with him. This man was with him. Do people recognize you as someone who is with Jesus? Maybe that would be a good thing if we were recognized as somebody who was with Jesus. But Peter responds, I don't know him. I don't know him, he says. And what do you mean, Peter? If any of the disciples know Jesus, it's Peter. I mean, he's one of the first disciples, right? It was him who was in the boat that he said, get away from me, I'm a sinful man. It was Peter who saw the miraculous catch of fish. It was Peter who was in the room when Jesus raised the synagogue leader's daughter. It was Peter who was on the Mount of Transfiguration, right, with him. It was Peter who walked on water. It was Peter who was in the garden and saw him arrested. How do we deny Jesus? How do we say, I don't know him? I don't know anything about being with Jesus. And after he denies him 3 times, the rooster crows. And as it says in verse 61, the Lord, his rabbi, his master, Jesus Christ, turns and looks at Peter, looks through Peter. And how often have we turned to look at Jesus and to see him staring through us? Jesus knows who you are. In all the darkest places of your life. And he still turns to look at you and to call you to himself, to be one of his children, to be redeemed. And think about how Jesus, when he turns and he looks at Peter, the sad eyes he would have had, he's heartbroken. He's being betrayed and denied by the men that he had invested 3 straight, 24/7 practically, years in these guys. His best friend, one of his best friends denies him. How would you react? And in that moment, Peter remembers once again a prophecy of Jesus that he will deny him. And his heart is filled with shame and pain and regret. He's in the deepest pit. What a horrible guy I am. And he turns and weeps. Do we weep for all the ways that we deny Jesus? That's something for us to ponder. Have a blessed day, my friends.